let us get to the crazy, Glenn Beck. Now, we told you that Rush Limbaugh and Matt Drudge and Politico and even Associated Press was on this stupid teleprompter issue. It's a Republican talking point. It's about as dumb as talking point as you can get. Of course, they don't attack Obama on the substance because they don't have any counter programs, as they proved today. Instead, they attacked him on, did he laugh too much on 60 Minutes? Stuff like that drives me crazy. Was he too angry during the press conference? And now the biggest one, he reached from a teleprompter, which they all do. All of the politicians do when they're giving a speech, whether it's in the beginning of an question and answer period, or it's a long speech, or it's the State of the Union. But they use teleprompters. They've been using them for a long, long time, for decades, Republicans and Democrats. But they decided, since they got nothing left and they have no legitimate criticism, they're going to beat this teleprompter thing to death. So here comes Glenn Beck. Let's watch this. Let's listen to this idiot.
Is it bothering anybody else about the teleprompter?
No.
The teleprompter is really, really, really bothering me.
Why?
Only because I have never seen, we're looking for a guy who's real, who's himself, who's just like, well, I got news for you, gang. I do 3 hours a day without a teleprompter.
Congratulations.
So, it really bothers me, this teleprompter thing. It bothers me that this man is always on prompter. You want to talk about a Manchurian candidate? That's it.
Really?
Who's writing every word for this man?
Speechwriters.
Why is it? Can you imagine if George W. Bush was always on teleprompter? Can you imagine what people would have said?
They said nothing.
Always on teleprompter, never off the cuff.
You want Bush off the cuff?
Can you imagine what everybody would have said if the man would have always had a BlackBerry? Oh, no, I need a BlackBerry. I need to have it specially made so they can't target me or anything else. Putting himself in danger because you can triangulate someone's BlackBerry. Spending money so the president could have a specialized BlackBerry with all kinds of security on it.
So what?
Nobody could tap into it. Nobody could track him. How much money did we spend on the BlackBerry?
Oh, please.
But can you imagine the conspiracy theories that would have gone around? Who's on the other side of the BlackBerry? Why does he need the BlackBerry with him? When he's looking down at a meeting, who's he reading a message from? Who's really pulling his strings? Who's really doing all of these things? Why can't he ever be off a teleprompter? What does he really believe? Especially with Barack Obama, where when he gets off a teleprompter, he screws it all up.
What?
When he gets off a teleprompter, all of a sudden he starts talking about, Karl Marx wasn't that bad. So what's a little redistribution of wealth?
All right. When did Obama go off a prompter and say, oh, yeah, well, I don't know what I'm saying. Karl Marx is not so bad. He never said. And Obama has problems when he's off the cuff, but Bush didn't? Are you kidding me? Obama doesn't have any problems. Obama's only problem is that he's too boring. He says things that are, logical and make sense, and it goes on, and it's substantive, and there's no gaffes, and so now everybody's complaining that his press conferences are too boring. Even if you don't agree with it, well, you get that the guy is eloquent. There's no question about it. Look. Now, other than the fact that this is unbelievably absurd, let's talk about the reality of it. The people that write the speeches are called speechwriters. I don't know if you know this is a big secret in politics, and that all the politicians have them. Bush didn't write any of his speeches. Now, what's ironic is, given that, the person who writes his speeches the most is Barack Obama. That 25-minute speech he gave on race in the middle of the campaign, he wrote exclusively. He wrote it completely by himself. Bush couldn't write 25 words back-to-back, let alone 25-minute speech on race. The president who has been most involved in writing his speeches is by far Barack Obama. And what goes on in the crazy delusional mind of Glenn Beck? Manchurian candidate? Really? Who's pulling the strings? I literally don't understand. Who's doing it? What's your conspiracy theory on this one? And the BlackBerry. What about the BlackBerry? Everybody has a BlackBerry. Because you have a BlackBerry, it means somebody's sending you signals and telling you what to say? Come on, it's just Absolute stupidity. And how much money did we have to spend on that BlackBerry? You know how much money we had to spend on the helicopters that Bush ordered for himself? $470 million per helicopter, and over 25 of them. And Glenn Beck is all of a sudden worried about the money we're going to spend on Obama's BlackBerry. Please. Look, that's why you look at this stuff, right, and you think there is no real opposition. It's almost too easy for the Democrats because the other side is a bunch of blithering idiots. I mean, even if I was a conservative, I listen to Glenn Beck and I think, what, that makes sense? I say, man, I'm embarrassed that the guy who represents me on TV and on the radio is one of the dumbest people in the country. Here is off a teleprompter. I just discovered it. Holy cow. All right, so you remember what Bush was like when he was off the cuff?
See, without the tax relief package, there would have been a deficit, but there wouldn't have been the kick to our economy that occurred as a result of the tax relief.
Please use a teleprompter. I mean, look,
In 1994, there were 67 schools in Texas that were rated exemplary according to our own tests.
The thing is, he probably was using a prompter for that one. And he's like, hey, what is exemplary? The schools were rated. I mean, you want me to do this?
My job is to make decisions. But I'm the decider, and I decide what is best. If the job description were what do you do, it's decision maker.
You want to go back to that? That's what
We cannot let terrorists and rogue nations hold this nation hostile or hold our allies hostile.
That's what you want to go back to. Somebody should have handed that man a teleprompter a long time ago.